Hello beautiful ladies, so today's look is going to be called the Fox EyeLift. Okay, that's what I'm going to be showing you guys today. I was watching YouTube yesterday and I came across Arnell's video, and when she was done, her face looked so flawless. Okay, so flawless. Like, I'm kind of pleased how this came out. I feel like I should have watched a little bit more videos and tutorials on it, but I think looking straight on, I feel like I achieved the look. It's supposed to like lift you. I like this side better than this side, but this is my better side, so it is what it is. So yeah, if you want to see how I achieved this look, just keep watching. Okay, so I'm going to start by priming my eyes with the Shape Tape eyeshadow base. I like this base because it does have a very dry finish. I do wish it had a little bit more color to it, just because I'm a warm skinned girl and it is very, very, very much so on the cool side, but that's nothing that we can't handle, right ladies? Right. So once that's on, I'm going to go ahead and use my MAC Studio Fix powder in NC55. I use this as a bronzer most of the time when I do use it, and in the video Arnell used the Hoola bronzer as her, like, basically her transition color. So I was like, why don't I go in with what I use as my bronzer, as my transition color, just to start this video off right. So I'm basically dusting that on the outer edge of my eye all the way up to basically my brow bone. And now I'm going to go with my 35O palette from Morphe, and I'm going to use that soft brown color. It's like a taupey color. And I'm going to go in on top of where I did that first transition color and kind of soften things up a little bit. Next, I'm going to go in with this warm brown. I felt as if my eyes were starting to get lost in all these cool tones, so I needed to add some warmth to it. So I'm taking this warm brown color and I'm going in on top of those two colors that I put in on my outer corner, and also dragging that color into my crease. And I'm fixing my lashes. Thanks to Raven for doing my lashes, girl. She is the best. I'm telling you, y'all better catch her while she is cheap. Well, I ain't even gonna say she's cheap because she ain't. But y'all better catch her before her prices go up. You hear me? Hear me and hear me good. So now I'm going to take this darker warm tone brown, and I'm going to go in and basically stamp my eye. Now this stamp is basically giving it a lot more definition and giving me that cat eye effect to my eye. It's going to pull everything up and out, up and out. Now I'm going to go in with those two basically like base colors, and I'm going to go in on top of my eye where that eyeshadow base color was left, just because I can't stand that color. I can't stand the cool look. Like, I need some type of warmth to my eye because I felt like it just wasn't looking right. And also, I normally do my brows before I do my eyeshadow, so maybe that was what was bothering me. I don't know. So next we're moving on to skin, and I'm using the Becca filtering primer. Y'all, this primer smells so good. It is a hydrating primer, which is out of my norm, but I've used this primer before and I use it with a really drying foundation, so that's why I really liked it. It let my foundation get a chance to move around and not be so stuck to my face like an adhesive. And it smells good. It smells so good. The foundation that I'm using is the Morphe foundation in 4.6. I think that's the color. But honestly, I don't think they sell it anymore. I was in Ulta because, you know, we work now, and I didn't see it. And I'm like, y'all don't have it anymore? She's like, no. So I don't know if they still have it online. If you guys see it, let me know, because I will be ordering it, because I really do like this foundation. The brush that I'm using is the It brush. Next, I'm going to go in with that same eyeshadow base, and I'm going to put it on my brows. Yes, I know I look crazy. I look crazy. But there's a method to my madness, as I would say. So basically what I'm doing is lightening up my brows. As you see, my hair is blonde, so I don't want like thick black brows like I normally have. I want my brows to be a little bit lighter. So I'm going to use this It Brow Power Pencil, and the color is Universal. And basically what that means is it's a one size fits all type of ordeal. So, and I actually kind of like the color. The color is nice. I feel like for the look that I was going for, it turned out pretty good. And normally I don't use thick pencils like that. I feel like it is a thicker pencil than what I'm used to. I like very, very thin, precise pencils, but it honestly got the job done. And I would say it gave me really nice precision at the tip of my brow. So shout out to you, It. So as you see, as you're going to see through the whole video, I'm going to continuously be trying to stretch out this eyeshadow because it was just bothering me. It was just too warm. So next, I'm going to conceal using my Tape Shape and Tan Sand and Deep. And I normally use a little bit of the Tan Sand and more of the deep color. But in Arnell's video, she used a very light concealer on her under eye, and I wanted to do the same thing. The brush that I'm using is from Japanese. It's actually a powder brush, but y'all, when I say this brush will give you the nicest and flawless application to your concealer. And it was only $4.99 at our local TJ Maxx. You heard me, $4.99. Japanese actually have really good brushes before they, I don't know what happened to them. I guess they went bankrupt or whatever, but they have some bomb brushes. I got this brush, and I also have a highlighting brush that I've had for a long time now, and it's actually one of my go-tos. I actually still use it. I'm also going to use a little bit of my pure beige color from LA Girl Cosmetics just to brighten up that lift area just a little bit more. As you see, it kind of pulled everything up. It's kind of like I got fake Botox, you know? I would say that. Yeah, fake Botox. Just because I'm too scared to get the real thing, honestly. Now I'm going to set with my Laura Mercier powder puff and my Chanel powder. I didn't think I needed a powder puff until I actually bought a powder puff. Yeah, bougie, right? You don't really need a powder puff, but I was like, let me just buy it because everybody's been raving about a powder puff. I don't always see somebody with a powder puff, and I was like, let me just try it. So now I love it, and I don't think I can see life without a powder puff. So now we're gonna bronze. You already know my MAC Studio Fix, and I'm using this brush from where did this brush come from? I don't even know. I think my best friend got it for me for Christmas one time. I don't know. I think it's Real Techniques, but it is really nice to get a precise bronze look on your cheeks. And as you see, I did not take my bronzer all the way down. I kind of kept it in the higher points of my cheekbone. That is the goal. You want to look lifted, so you kind of have to shorten everything. You don't want to bring any attention to the center of your face. You kind of want to focus everything on the outer edge to lift up. I'm going to go in with a fan brush and kind of add a little bit of depthness to my nose. Chisel that bad boy down just a little bit. Now I'm going to use this Chanel brush to dust off the excess powder. And honestly, I think I baked for too long because I've never had this happen where I have like it's kind of like a overlay of powder, but we'll fix it. That's why I love makeup. Makeup is so fixable. It's not permanent, ladies. If you mess up, you can just dust it off. Honestly. So I'm framing around my brows, and this is also going to help with that cool tone eyeshadow base. It's going to add a little bit more warmth and make it look a little bit more natural, just because like I said, it was bothering me to a T. So now I'm going to buff that out using my Morphe concealer brush. Buff that bad boy out. Give me some color, please. Now I'm going to go with my Urban Decay brow blade to add a little bit more dimension into my brow. Not too much because you don't want to darken it, but just a little bit to make it look like, you know, hair strokes. And I'm going to go in using my brow setter from Benefit Cosmetics, and that's going to definitely give it that hair-like finish. Look at that. Boom. It literally just brushed through the brow. Like, yeah, this is my hair. And what? Now I'm going to go in down the bridge of the nose with a little bit of powder to help with my oiliness throughout the day. And add a little bit on the forehead. And use this brush, that same Chanel brush, to dust off that excess. Now I'm going to go in with this is called the Stilo Contour eye pencil from Chanel, and it's like a rouge purple color, and I'm going to smudge it. So basically I only put it in the outer corner of my waterline just to kind of connect it to that eyeshadow, to kind of make everything look uniform and as one. And it's also going to help create that illusion of an eye lift. Now I'm going to go in with a concealer brush that I use to frame my brows. I didn't add any product. I just used what was left on the brush to kind of sharpen up that eyeshadow on the outer corners of my eye. And I'm buffing that out with that same concealer brush. Next, we're going to add some cheek color, ladies. Okay, so this one I honestly got from Beauty Spot Store. It's called the Nika K Duo Pigments for your cheeks, of course. The color payoff, at first I was kind of nervous just because it's super bright, so I wasn't adding like anything to the brush. And then I just kept dipping it in there, and as you see, the colors started to appear, and it's actually very pretty. I will definitely be using this in my summertime look video. I just got to figure out exactly what we're going to be doing with that summertime look. I think I want to do something Beyonce incorporated, because I got these blonde braids and I'm feeling really Beyonce all in his mouth like Laker type, you know? I don't know. I think I'm going to go for it. So I'm going to add Laura Geller Gilded Honey, a oldie but a goodie, to my nose. And I'm just adding it on the tip of the nose and also a little bit down the bridge. Not too much, just because I don't want to be too highlighted. Just enough that you see me, you know, just enough. I normally highlight on my cheeks, but this look does not call for that, so I'm not going to add it. So next we're going to use this. This is actually a Chanel lip pencil, and I started to use it and I started to realize how it was way too warm, even though I love warm colors on my lips, but it was just not for this look. So I changed my mind and switched to my Nika K True Brown lip pencil, and actually mixing these two together was perfect for the gloss that I wanted to use. So that's what I'm doing. I'm basically lining my lips, as you can see, as you already know. And I'm going in with my Chanel lip gloss 714 in the number Crease. It's just a pretty true nude. It's a perfect everyday gloss for a brown girl. It's one of my favorites. I don't think I would ever find a lip gloss as good as that one. Next, we are spraying our face with our all-nighter from Urban Decay. You know the name. It's an all-nighter. It's going to last all night long. So I'm going to go in again with that same brown color that I used, the last color that I used in my eyes, to kind of deepen the eyeshadow on my eye, just because I felt like it just wasn't deep enough. It kept getting lost in the sauce, and I needed it to be present, okay? Attentive and present for the day. And that's the finished look. I hope you guys liked it. If you do, like, subscribe, comment, do all that good stuff, and I will see you guys later. Bye.